Maurice had the right combination of what I was looking for. As in, you have the deep blue sea, you have a coastline which is unbelievable, accessible, a culture that actually has seen a lot of film shoots. You can find that in a couple of places, but not a culture that can really be so adaptable to a film shoot, and people who speak the language. So I just think, and obviously the people. I mean, like we're sitting here shooting in an Apollo hospital over here, and they've been so helpful to us also. So I guess all this is things that just zeroed down on Kestrel Delicious, obviously for beautiful location that it actually also has, but also the access and the what more can a filmmaker want that you have shooting in a country like this just makes people making it so easy.
क्योंकि तुम ही हो, अब तुम ही हो, जिंदगी तुम ही हो, चैन भी, मेरा दर्द भी, मेरी आशिकी अब तुम ही हो.
What more can I speak about Ashiki? I mean, it was pretty much a part of my life that it's a film that actually changed a lot in my life, and was not just something that I was going out to make with the mind or thinking that this is a strategic move. There was nothing strategic about making Ashiki. It was just me wanting to tell a story, and with the youngest stars that I got, and I went ahead and I did it. So if you ask me, there was not much thought when I was making Ashiki. There was just something I was feeling. I was not in the best emotional phases when I first started Ashiki. But I think Ashiki was the product of it. I mean, I think I found love, I found acceptance, I found the need, and that's what I think Ashiki was. It was more me living an angst-ridden life and trying to. And Ashiki was the answer, because I know I finished shooting Ashiki and I got married in 4 days after.
संभल जा जरा, फिर मोहब्बत करने चला है तू दिल, यही रुक जा जरा, फिर मोहब्बत करने चला है तू.
Murder 2, the way it did was also a bigger surprise, because that was the first blockbuster of mine as such. But what was different in Murder 2 was that, I lost my father just before the release of the film, and that was the only parent I had. So I didn't really know what to fathom with the success. I had success on my side, but no one to share it with. I was also going through a difficult patch with my wife at that. I wasn't dating her at that time. We were not married back then, and she wasn't pretty much. Maybe I was the one pushing people away. Maybe I was someone who was not. I was looking for love in a different way, and I think that's what I discovered during the journey of Ashiki. And yes, obviously, to take two completely new people, relatively new people, to nurture their talent. Ashiki wasn't just making a film like that. It was also about, me working on these two kids. I realized I was brooding about my own self, but there were these two kids who actually needed me more. I think we're all a little sadomasochists when we make films. I think we like the pressure. At least I do. When I was doing my first film, they said you're too young to make a film. I was 22 years of age. When I did Kalyug, there was a film with newcomers again. My sister was acting in it, and that too did well. And there was again this thing, they're working with ranked newcomers. No one's going to watch this film. So I've always had these kind of challenges in my life. Like I was doing Bola Mein, they said you're making a biopic on Mr. Bhatt's life. What if you screw this up? So I've always had that. With Murder 2, they said Murder is such an iconic film, we won't be able to get over Murder 1. That's something that actually pushes me a little bit more. I think that there's nothing to lose, there's no risk. That's when you actually end up, that's when creativity actually dies. We get to make the film we really want to make, and it's not as if other people have stopped me from doing it, but I guess there's a different way of making films, and maybe it's an uphill challenge. Maybe I'm more on my toes with something like this. Maybe I push the bar with myself. Maybe I would get complacent if I had the comfort zone of a star. Maybe I enjoy this process of filmmaking. That's more enjoyable than every other part. It's not the success part that's so much fun. It's not the pre-film part or the gap between or the break. That's not the fun part of it. The fun part of making a film is while you make a film, and I think I've enjoyed that with newcomers. All I know is I see myself evolving over the time. I think the way I wanted to make films, the things I wanted to do when I started off, which was almost 10 years back, is a lot different from what I'm doing today. But I think that's growth. That's also maturing. That's also growing up.